There we go. Man, how did y'all enjoy that shit, man? I don't know what to say. I don't even know what to say, man. Welcome. Hold on. Welcome. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been rocking with us the last. This is our second NBA Finals. We're gonna be, I guess we call covering it, right? Our
Yeah,
second one. We
we're the
covering. We
media.
covering. We are the media. What Draymond say? The new media. Ain't that what he said? But welcome to Uncommon Commentator Podcast. I'm Jay. That's Jonah. That's Zoe. And what a game one! What a game one!
What a
Hey,
third quarter.
Jonah said right. Jonah said that he said that KP would be a difference maker, but I didn't think it was gonna be like that.
I didn't expect him to come out looking that good. I thought there'd be a
Hell
little
no.
rust.
Maybe like 10 and
Like,
4.
Oh
Damn.
man, like I had no idea. Like my man's was just ballistic. He's going crazy for real. Like,
21 minutes played, 20 points.
He killed my guy's parlay in the first half. He had him for the
Damn,
under.
for real.
He had him for the under. I think he has 18 in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
He had 11 in the first 7 minutes
That was fucking
He
crazy.
did.
and 3 blocks.
Is there? Forgive me, or I forgot. Is there any animosity between him and Luca?
I don't think so.
Don't ask Chandler Parsons.
Huh?
Chandler
do be saying some
Parsons-
way out shit. He do be saying some way out shit. So what I missed
For
with that?
real. He said that him, that Luca and KP obviously had beef, but it was
Well, maybe-
on the court.
Maybe when a
whatever.
team isn't living up to expectations, some players might turn on each other. It's a crazy concept.
It is
Who-
what it
who
is.
would've
Some
thought?
guys don't. Yeah, some guys don't fit. Wow.
This guy yelled at this guy because they weren't playing well. Like, if there is, who cares?
All right.
They're both past that. I mean, KP in Dallas seems so long ago, even though it really
It
wasn't.
does. I
Wasn't that like
forgot
3
when I-
years ago?
I want to say like 2.5.
Yeah,
2.5. Yeah.
because I saw people talking about it on Twitter. I'm like, damn. There's like, KP been trying to get this revenge on Luca, and I'm like, damn, was it? Did I miss something? Like I don't remember. I don't remember being something more than it's not like they just couldn't work together. I didn't know it was anything other than that. That's why I was confused. I didn't know if y'all heard anything. I know Jonah be hearing all type of shit. So I know you be hearing shit too. So y'all didn't hear nothing. So it's just Twitter being Twitter.
Twitter being
That's
Twitter.
basically what Twitter being Twitter, making up narratives for no reason. But Zoe, what do you think about this game? Just in general,
Just in
real
general,
quick. Yes.
it's game one. You can only take so much away from it. You got to go back and see how every team adjusts. But it looks like even if Dallas is going to hang around, Boston's just going to wear them down. There's too many options, like we talked about. You can go any direction. If you want to help off anybody, they got to counter for it. And then all those guys play defense too. It's just tough. And then the guy coming off injury comes in, like we talked about, goes off. It's just a tough situation for Dallas. But who knows what they got up their sleeve? It's still early. You never know.
It's very early. I was definitely having fun on Twitter because I was just like, Dallas is going to win this game. But I don't think if Dallas would have came back and won tonight, anybody in the world would have been surprised because I was actually shocked because I text y'all. I was like, when I saw the halftime score, I was like, 21. Yeah, I just knew.
It's always that third
Boston was
quarter
up
where you can
35.
you get the vibe check in the third quarter
so I'm
every
like-
time.
So I'm like, I'm like, Dallas can win 21. We talked about this. 21 ain't nothing.
It was up to
nothing.
what,
This ain't-
29 at the second quarter?
Yes, I'm saying.
They
but
made
then at
that little
halftime, it got to be like
push.
21.
Yeah, they made that
Yeah,
push
I'm like-
and then just rode that in.
Especially if Luca
Yeah,
and
I'm
Kyrie
like,
on
oh,
the other
shit.
side, they can do a 10-0 run on their own. Like if it's a 20 point lead, you can get that on a 10 in 3 possessions to 4 possessions. So
Absolutely.
like string some baskets together and you're right back in it. So you
That's
can't
what and
you
they
can't
got down to,
overestimate it.
8? No,
They got it down
they
to
got down to
Yeah.
8, didn't
8, 11, something like that.
7, 8 like that, and it was cool to see because we're so used to Boston just playing with their food in a situation like that, so it was like, man, are they
They got
gonna
right
let them
back
really
to
come
it.
back? Because at that point, you felt the energy. You felt the energy when Luka hit that. Okay, it was kind of a deep three. He made that step back three and make it to like 8 or 7. They called a timeout. I was like, oh shit, here we go. But Boston, it was that night. Boston was just making everything from the jump. Like it didn't matter if people was catching that shit in the pocket and not even going down.
Sam
They just
Hauser.
catching and shooting.
No dip
Sam
threes.
Hauser with the
Gotta
I
love it.
remember in high school our coach teaching us like how to shoot like that. And I was like, God
that's
damn,
hard. That's
he'd be
skill.
so proud of Sam Hauser right now. He probably at home
He would
tearing
be.
up.
If he was teaching y'all, if he was teaching y'all that, he would. 'Cause that's how hard that is to not naturally catch the ball and reset.
Nick
No,
Batum,
he
the king
caught
of a
that
no
and
dip
just
three right there. Nick Batum special.
Man, that is
At high release, he'll
yeah,
catch that bitch
that
up
is
here,
true.
boy.
Catch it,
Catch
fling
it
it.
up,
D'Lo
catch
does
it
it
up
all the
here.
time too.
Oh my man, that's talent. That's hard to do.
It's
That's
like
really
a
hard, but
it's like a
man, everybody,
glorified throw.
yeah,
It's that shooter's
it is.
touch.
No, it
You're
is.
just
You just
flicking
catch
it.
it. You just muscle memory at that point to see if you're gonna go in. But man, it was just Boston was just hot. And Zoe, you mentioned this. Like it's gonna be some games where they're not gonna miss. And it actually happened in game 1 where it felt like everything they threw up didn't matter who was shooting the ball. That's another thing. It didn't matter who was shooting the ball for Boston. That shit was going in regardless.
Yeah, that first
We just said
quarter,
Hauser, it didn't matter. It did not
everybody
matter.
got it.
And then
I think Sam Hauser was like
let's
three
see.
at I think he shot like 12% last series from 3. 2 for 2 tonight.
He's a shooter. It's gonna happen. He's gonna come out of that shit.
Come on,
easy.
man. Come on. Look, I knew it was gonna be a long night for real when it was early in the first quarter. Drew Holiday made just a 3, and I don't know who face it was, but he cashed that shit. I was like, oh, listen, if he's making those threes like that, Drew Holiday is over with for the rest of everybody else. So you got Tatum who only scored 16. He didn't.
It was one of those nights
See,
again where
that is
everyone
playing
was
into the-
hitting.
That is playing into the yes, and that's playing to the hate Tatum narrative right there.
He did have a lot of
Tatum can play
turnovers.
bad, and they still
The
blow him up.
shot selection could have been better, but
They were sending some bodies at him.
yeah, he was playing within the game still.
You have to. He was.
There were a couple of possessions where it seemed like he was
really
trying to
talk about
force it a little too much off the dribble, and it just kind of got walled up, and you're like, just move the ball. But I mean,
Yeah.
even when they load up on the drives, there's a couple good passes he had. But yeah, getting those turnovers down, a little tricky
again-
with it. But I feel like the playmaking was solid.
Yeah, if you want to look at hockey assists too, Tatum had
Mhm.
a few. Stat just doesn't come up, but he was effective still.
Even if he had one dump down to Drew that turned into a ball reversal, they doubled him on one on the wing and it turned into a ball reversal. It's just those little things of, hey, if you can get defense in rotation and
Get
you're
them
just
on the
making
run.
one pass,
They show why they're the best team. They definitely showed that.
because that
Look,
third
Tatum played
pass,
42 minutes. I didn't realize Tatum played 42 minutes tonight.
Hmm.
Why he played so
even
many
with
minutes?
all that, even with that garbage time, that's interesting.
He's trying to get them
nobody
points
else,
up.
Nobody else, nobody else hit 40 minutes. Nobody else did.
On that tip shit, right? The best
Nobody's even
player.
close to 40.
I said what I said.
That's crazy. Anyways, but man, you had like Jaylen Brown, who was crazy. He was aggressive from jump, playing defense, dunking on the whole goddamn team.
From the tip,
He had
He's
20
so
setting the
strong.
tone.
Tip.
He's crazy
so goddamn
strong for his
strong. Like,
size.
I know we talked about who was going to guard Luka. We talked about Drew, but I was waiting for Jaylen Brown to get on because exactly what we saw. He's strong. He's quick.
Mm-hmm.
He's strong as hell, and you need somebody strong as hell on Luka because Luka is just very strong.
Even when they went and found Horford on the screen and got that switch, like Horford's holding his own. Like it's
No,
gonna be
big
so
ass.
tough for Dallas. It's gonna be tough.
It is. And one thing I didn't understand to start, man, Dallas was like they was crashing the paint on a team that would drive and kick all day long. I didn't understand And then like they was doing like a 2-3 zone, and I didn't understand what was going on with Dallas defensive game plan.
It definitely was one of
Just
the
didn't.
worst defensive games for them in a minute. I mean,
Wasn't it okay. All right,
the
it was,
the
wasn't it? It was
bigs
just
lively, the foul trouble for Lively
That
didn't help at
was
all. That was a big
it
factor.
did no.
He
he had
just
like
didn't straight
five
up
in
That's
the
it.
he had five in the
He,
by the third, right?
5 and 18
yeah,
minutes.
Yeah,
he got to
just
figure that shit out for sure.
It's just a tough time for it to
And
come.
that's insane.
yeah,
That's
that
definitely that's crazy.
rookie experience. But
Completely
damn,
normal things. It's just he's played so well
No, it
that
is.
it stands out.
And we was just talking about talking about how highly we are of him playing like a rookie, and now first game in the finals he get this shit. But you kind of figure they're gonna probably target him for that reason.
yeah,
You know
they
what I'm saying?
had.
So
I think he got switched on to Tatum once, one possession, held his own, nice. And I think a couple possessions later, same thing, and he just got blown by Tatum. Got an easy bucket. It's gonna happen in spurts, but when he was stepping out and showing he can move, if he can do that and stay on the fucking floor, the series can't change.
And that's gets like a
mhm.
number one option. Like if you're just gonna get beat sometimes too as a big, but you can see how why they trust him in those situations. So it's not like a defensive breakdown shit. It's just he didn't have it. Simple as that. I think I wouldn't worry about it.
Nah,
Mm-mm. Honestly, I'm
would
not
worry
gonna
about these
worry too
role
much about
players.
this. Yeah, I'm not gonna really worry too much about this game. I feel like this is definitely one of those. This is definitely a normal
The box score
best
matches
team
the
in the
game
NBA.
perfectly,
Yeah, it does. Like if you look at it, like they blew them out. That's what happens sometimes in game
especially
ones
on the
or finals.
Dallas
Where
end.
yeah, like you see this happening. This happens a lot in NBA finals. Even when sometimes the team that get blown out like that in the first game, sometimes they win the series. So you're just not
Luca
saying them in this case,
having
but
one
it
assist.
happens like that.
It's
One
kind of
That
assist.
crazy.
is that
That's
is that game plan? Is that
Even
game plan?
with garbage time, 9
That's
assists for
game plan.
Dallas this entire game, 35 makes.
they kept pointing
What
it
was
out. A
that?
lot of self-created buckets on that side, and we talked about it. They have those two ISO players, but there's got to be something going on, some movement.
Is that was that made so they can do that? Is Boston like, listen, we're just gonna make them not don't let Luca pass the ball. Don't let Luca get the rest of these dudes involved. Like Luca still had 30, which is crazy. Like Luca still had 30 points was nothing. Like I didn't even
12
realize
or
that until after the game.
26.
I'm looking at the box
Yeah.
score. You
If
know what I'm
that's your
saying? Like he
bad
still had
game, 12
30.
of 26, 30 points.
Right.
It's
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think they want him to be scoring and not passing because once the role players get going, you got to worry about them and Luca. So it's like I wonder if that was game plan for them to do that. But 9 for the whole team is nuts.
But if
For
you
the
think
whole team.
about he gets so many off those corner kickouts, they couldn't really get many of those tonight. And then the lobs, and
Yeah,
they couldn't get many of those either. So
that is true. So that's like 5 easy assists right there. So
even
you're
taking
right.
those away, it's still crazy to only have one. I'm sure he had a bunch of potential
Yes.
ones, but
I mean, it
still.
looks
Luca
like
with 1
every
assist, not even by accident. He can't get 2 by
Mhm.
accident.
everybody
A
else was
a
cold.
misprint in the damn box score. Like it was. No, it was bad. Like it was back and forth. Cause I think Jonah, you said in the group chat, you said I love this pace. It was back and forth, and then KP came in the game, and then everything just flipped. It turned out to be
Take
a
over.
17-point lead out of nowhere. Like it was like a 2K takeover. Like out of nowhere, like he's blocking everything. He winking at motherfuckers as he's shooting.
Mhm.
He doing he doing everything. He didn't give a fuck. He was ready to get there. And usually you don't see nobody. He ain't played since April.
It kind of looked like
April.
his jumper didn't look as smooth. Like he looked.
It
No,
it
no.
I don't
didn't.
know
It
what
looked smooth.
I don't know what
I
it
will give you
was,
that.
but
Yo,
his
he was
jumper
using
did
Look
look.
smooth.
it was using his
Because
size.
he
I
don't
mean, you're
always
7'3".
he don't always got the best.
He was just turning and
He
shooting
is
over.
7'3".
What was it, Josh
But then
Green?
he got to those middies on the mismatches, and I mean that's
I
just
don't know.
tough.
I was
He's
like,
so
is
hard to
Dallas
guard.
gonna just deny him from that left elbow corner? Because that's where he was scoring from every time that first half.
Dallas
You
just
kind
didn't
of just
play
have to
no good
live with
defense
that.
tonight.
Nah, deny that
Dallas
shit.
did
Move the
not play good.
ball. Nah,
It's
it's
tough.
hard.
You got
It's
you get you take away one thing, it opens up another thing. It's a tricky spot with these teams. It's like you will live with a deep contested midi a lot of the time, but KP is just cashing them.
They said his
Cashing
average
them. Like,
shot distance was like 22 feet for a 7-footer. That's crazy.
that's
Got to know
insane.
that bitch going in.
Hey, catching it and throwing it. Catching it and throwing it. Now, shit, pretty much ain't too. We pretty much covered the whole game. One, like they had. Like,
You gonna talk about Kyrie?
Boston kind of show. Oh shit, Kyrie got to show up, but it's kind of like what he been doing. Like he had these type of don't show
Those
up.
tough shot
These
making doesn't
spurts.
look good when you're missing it. It's so polarizing.
You thought he was gonna start going in that third quarter because I think he had like 2 buckets or something really quick.
6 for 19, 0 for 5 from 3. That is
it's that curse of the leprechaun.
Points. So, man, it's not gonna cut it at all. You mean you had like, I don't know. Is that just game one? I don't know. I wouldn't even say back in Boston because he's played with a whole nother team before going back to Boston. So it's like, I wouldn't say it's that, but you think it's the boredom, the pressure type shit. Everybody can't.
I just think he straight up had a bad game.
Hold on, real quick. People who can boo the whole game, hey man, respect to you. I never want to get into an argument with you or a disagreement because you're never going to end. You're never going to stop. You're never going to stop. How are you still born in the fourth quarter is beyond me. When people do this in any sport, how? How do y'all do that?
Especially as like a guard.
I would never argue with you. Right as a guard, he touched the ball all game. It's not like it's a center. He can't touch the ball all game. Like, what is going on? Like, how do you have that in your system to do
it
that?
wasn't crazy
like,
loud, but you could. It was there. Like, it was there. Like every possession, you could hear it a little bit.
There. Like it died down, but you still heard it. Why am I still hearing this in the?
I need to know how much the Kyrie sucks shirts made tonight.
I swear, bless you.
Hey, they got PVC pipes outside the stadium right now with them duct taped on, holding them up.
Yes, you already know. Selling them like hotcakes. But Kyrie, man, I don't know. Was it just a bad game, or was he missing, or was it something that Boston did?
I'd be a little more concerned if it happens another game, if we see a lot of these same results with them.
Yep.
But still, you don't want to get too ahead of yourself because it's still 2 Boston home games. So there's still a lot of leeway, but you just don't want to. You never want to go down 0-2, regardless, especially against a team like Boston.
You don't.
But because I mean that didn't feel like Boston's like a game either. Like they played good, but not great.
It did not.
Nah, they almost blew it. How you turn a 29-point lead into a single-digit lead is beyond me. You got to shut that down. Starter should have been out 8 minutes to go in the fourth, maybe earlier.
Tatum should have never clocked 42 minutes tonight. Tatum should have never clocked. That's
like
what I'm
if
saying.
Tatum's scoring's a little better,
best game because
Derek White plays a little better.
They'd been about 40 points at halftime. This was their best game.
Foot on the throat. Honestly. It's the finals. Come on now.
But
almost Boston that shit.
Have another game like this. Boston would definitely have another game like this. Because they shoot. Look, in the first, it was like 15-12. They shot 7 threes already. They're gonna shoot them. They're never gonna stop, regardless. So Dallas is gonna have to. I'm curious to see their adjustment. Dallas, what they're gonna do.
I don't know if they have the personnel to make adjustments. To make the adjustments needed.
I don't think they do either. I don't think. I mean,
I was hoping for some Tim Hardaway Jr. magic.
Hey, that's what's gonna have to happen. That's what's gonna have to happen.
Give a quick nine points, bro. Quick 9 points off the bench one day.
A quick 12. Give me a quick 12 and 16 minutes. That'll change the series. That'll win you a game 1 for Dallas out of nowhere in a close game, because I don't see this next game being a blowout. This is definitely gonna be a closer game. But we know how NBA works usually. This is gonna be a closer game, especially with Boston.
Non-Luka players were
Boston
3
getting
of
proof
15 from 3.
Who was?
Non-Luka players were 3 of 15 from 3. You can't have
You're not
that
gonna
happen.
win at all.
Your 3 and D
You're
players
not gonna
aren't
win.
doing either of that.
Take Boston out of it. You're not gonna win too many basketball games like that. Let alone trying to beat Boston. That's not gonna cut it. It's not gonna cut it at all. So I don't. Let's see. I don't think who else would I need to show up. I mean, PJ Washington did what he could. What was he doing? 0 from 3.
Hey,
from 3.
I'm not mad at PJ Washington.
No, I'm not mad at him at all.
I know
He had
OKC
14. That's
fans are
solid.
because he's been a completely different shooter ever since that series. That was his
He
peak.
has been. He has been. No, he has. No, for real. I don't know, man. I just don't want it to be no more blowouts. I mean, even though Boston was running away, I was still having fun with it because I don't have a dog in this fight, so I could just watch it.
Yo, Derrick Jones Jr. took the
wins.
fourth amount of shots on Dallas. That should never happen.
I'll have to run those back. I want to see what they actually look like.
26-19.
Sometimes it tricks your brain. A dude will have 3 tip-ins
True.
at the rim.
True, you're right. But
He did. But early, he shot a 3 early. He cashed that shit. I said, this is going to be trouble for them because and it wasn't even a corner 3. He made like one of them off. He made it was a shot, but it's like, do you want that player to make that shot because his confidence is going to be too damn high?
If I'm playing Dallas, I'm
So
cool
you
with
start
every
shooting that
single PJ Washington, Derrick Jones above the break 3. Everything. Give me them all.
Okay.
Derrick Jones Jr. is Keith Bogans now. He makes 2 threes, they probably win. He doesn't make 2 threes, they probably lose.
So he made 1 tonight, right? He was 1 for 4. Is that what it was?
1 of 2.
No, for real, I think that's what it was. 1 of 2. So you say he needed to make 2 a game? Keith fucking Bogan. The Bulls gave us Keith Bogan. Said we. You bringing up old shit, so.
My bad.
We
All right, game 2.
They gave us Keith Bogan.
They gave us Keith Bogans and Ronnie Brewer.
Game 2. And old ass Rip Hamilton. He was fun, but let's not talk about the Bulls, man. Fuck them. Yeah. Game 2. First, we gotta wait till Sunday. Me and Jonah was talking.
Yeah, what's the 3 day? 2 days.
I think it's more so because
2 days in the same city.
So because it's Saturday. Yeah, I think it's Saturday. They know we're gonna be out. Maybe
they pushed it off till.
Had a game.
How many days in between?
Sunday night.
Between the semi or the conference finals ending and tonight, it was like 8 days.
Good amount. About a week.
Isn't that normal though? Isn't that a normal break?
It's not that damn long. This was long.
Let's see. So then we're not gonna get game. So we're not gonna get game 3 until Wednesday.
That's crazy. You can get 3 games in a week.
The fuck up. Then game 4 is
it's Friday.
14th.
Yeah, Friday night.
Yeah.
It's just like when you think about the NBA regular season ending in April and then we being here in mid-June still watching games. Like those big chunks of days off in the end
crazy.
Extended out so much.
And then game 5 is 6/17. And that's another reason how KP was able to come back. Like you said, no long ass breaks between series and games.
If you had to tell me how many days he missed, I couldn't tell you. I could tell you how many games, but like days, it's so tricky.
I think they said 38 days.
Yeah,
38 days on the broadcast.
That gives you time to heal, to be able to come back to the finals. If your
last game was in April 29th.
Come on, man. That's how long ago. But NBA though, this long ass break between games is crazy. I mean, I know we want our NBA to be prolonged, but not between the days between the games. God damn.
Nah, if it was give me a week straight. Give me 7 days in a row of the finals.
Come on now. Now you're trying to kill them. Now you're trying to be like the NFL. Now you're trying to be like the NFL.
Yo, that shit would be epic though. Hey, you got
Give
14 hours to make adjustments, come back ready to go.
Man, listen.
Yo, AAU, you play 3 games in a
down.
day. Fuck all that. AAU kids are built different. They'll be all right.
And look, that's a whole other conversation.
That's like 7 games in a weekend, yo.
It is. Look, AAU, it is crazy though. AAU is nuts. Like you do got to play a bunch of games in one day. They start doing it for all sports, like 707 football. Oh my god, you play so many tournaments in one day. Like you said, AAU, you got 7 games. Softball, baseball, you got a whole tournament. If you win, you playing all day. You got 5 games. So you want the
All right, maybe
the same thing,
actually now I'm like, we don't have too many DeJuan Blairs and shit, so maybe not.
Can't do that. Although we're going off on a tangent, but although the bubble time was fun, that kind of reminds me of the bubble. Kind of what you're talking about, like game after game, we just in here watching this shit like we in the gym. What a
That
time
was
that
fun.
was.
That
Oh
was
my God.
fun.
That was a fun time in basketball. Anyways, man, I don't got nothing else, man. Who y'all got? Y'all picking somebody for game 2? Who you got?
It's Boston. It's Boston until Dallas proves me otherwise. They don't need to have to win. I just need like a good stretch, and then I'll think about it. But it's Boston right now.
I just want to see if there's any way Boston could win a good Kyrie Luka game. Like, is that
Yes.
if we get 60 plus, 65 plus out of them, better than 50% shooting, what do we see from Boston? What needs to put them over the? Because if they can conquer one of those games, then it's a wrap. So,
yeah.
Yo, do they?
Oh no, facts.
Does Dallas even have one of those? But does Dallas have one of those in them? Yo,
yeah.
I think they'd have to, or else they're getting. It's not looking good.
Like you said,
right.
They have to.
You have to.
I don't know if Boston gonna let them though.
It ain't.
Damn, my dick riding.
We're gonna
Shit.
it. You are. The fuck is this? This black man rooting for Boston. The fuck is going on?
I'm not rooting. I just think
Bill Russell is turning his damn grave right now because you're doing it. I'm gonna stop.
Hey.
Stop. And we should have known this shit. They was gonna turn up when they started doing all the Bill Russell shit at the beginning of the game. You knew this shit was gonna be a blowout when all that shit was happening. I forgot he even passed away before they started even doing all that.
He felt immortal
so damn long ago.
He really did. He just kept popping up year after year.
It's not like I was like looking for him to pass away, but it was like, and he died. Like Bill Russell passed away. Like he really is not here no more. Like you said, he was just you look up and you just see him sitting there. You don't see him walk away. You
chilling
see him walk
with the jacket and the hat on, just like a grandpa at the game.
Yes. But I'm going with Dallas to win game 2. So you know. Do you care, Zoe?
Nah, I mean I hope Dallas wins, but I think Boston gonna get it. It just is what it is.
Oh, okay. We're in the same boat there. We definitely are in the same boat. We're definitely in the same boat. So I know Jonah just want to watch some good hoops. Jonah, if y'all don't know, Jonah is really a hoop sicko. Like we all like hoops, but Jonah is a hoop sicko. He watch all type of shit. If you want to know about some G League, he got you. You want to know about anything, he got the second
My brain
over
is
there down the street. He got you.
I got the notification. I got the notification earlier. Yo, Jonah's speaking in the spaces. I was like, let me pop in and see what's going on.
Hey, dude sent me he said, do you want to do a mock draft for the Wolves? Of course.
Oh, I missed that shit, man. I've been busy all day. Damn, I missed that shit. How was that?
Got some solid
enjoy it?
picks.
Was it fun?
It's fun. It's more fun to do it with real people than to do it with like the stupid simulation on some website. You know.
I wish I caught more of that. I saw like the tail end.
Even though,
damn, I wish I would.
Fans is going to be different than real executives, but you know how it is.
Damn. That's what's up. Yo, ass be busy. But man, y'all ain't got anything else we get up out of here, man? Do a quick 30. We already at the 30-minute mark anyway. I don't have nothing.
I just felt really good about Boston was doing. I just want to see some more of that star power shine, and they're looking comfortable. But I mean, this was just a solid team game for them. which
It was. It's very.
it's kind of like one of their lower
easy.
outcomes, which is good about them. Is a good team outcome, good team game.
Yep.
You can consider that like a
Yeah.
lower outcome for them, which is it's a good spot to be.
I think it still helped them that they didn't have to battle to finish the game. Like they still end up winning the game comfortable, but it was like, it could be a different mindset going into the game where like, damn, we just barely won this game by 7 points in the last. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they still found a way to still shut that shit down to
Create
not
some
give
separation.
Dallas any. Yeah, so Dallas don't have some type of momentum or confidence going now. Right, Boston got Dallas like, I don't know how the fuck we're gonna do this shit in game 2, but I know they probably feel somewhat okay because Kyrie was just that bad. So hopefully that's just offsets. You never know how this shit go though.
While Rudy did get some contests on like made baskets in the Wolves series, like seeing Porzingis being able to play in drop at the rim, but also like comfortable switching, and then Al Horford not being just like hunted over and over in that exact same. I mean, they're playing some minutes together too.
That helps.
Like
That helps,
Porzingis just
man.
unlocks so many more extra things. It's
Yes,
crazy.
it
And then Al
changed. It
Horford just keeps
changed. It
surprising me. I
changed.
swear.
Dunk to
Yeah,
start
he
the
just
game.
Dunk to
yeah
start the game. Who had Al Horford first bucket?
Dunk. I need
Ooh,
that.
I wonder. I wonder what the odds were on that one. I wonder what the payout was as well. But
I mean, Al probably got like
man,
10 dunks all year.
He probably
I'm
did.
curious
he
now.
might
I'm
be
curious
generous.
now.
You probably
I'm
being
curious.
generous. I'm definitely want to
Al
know now.
Horford
10.
dunks.
How many did he
He had
get?
18 this season.
Damn, I'm sorry. Horford. I was definitely shitting on your 18 dunks.
11
I
last
definitely thought
year.
it wasn't gonna be. I, Come on now. So I wasn't
You're
the
not
right foot
crazy.
shitting on his 18 because he only had. Come on, man. Please. I know
Big
damn
Al
well
throwing it
I
down.
wouldn't have never expected Al Horford to have no 18 dunks. Come on now. Come on. When do you ever see him dunking the ball? And Boston's always on TV.
It was a lot
Always.
of those
18 is
just
being nice.
rim grazers where he just puts it in.
You still got to have the open lane.
Okay. I ain't gonna shit on Horford no more, man, because we were just giving him praise last episode. Just the other day, we were giving him praise. So I ain't gonna do big old Al like that. But man, we ain't gonna see y'all until Sunday night. Hopefully in a blowout. Maybe it be 1-1. Who knows? But
Maybe a better Tatum game. Gotta shut them haters up, bro.
yeah, better Tatum game for sure. And if anybody who missed, I mean, it's gonna be live. So if your friends missed who want to watch, it's gonna be live as soon as we're done. It's gonna get uploaded in the next 30 minutes to an hour. But until Sunday night,